Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have a box that's very different from a lot of the other boxes that I open here on the channel, which are mainly lifestyle boxes geared towards women. This box is definitely for every gender and it is more tech focused. Now we get all kinds of gadgets that sort of fit all of the lifestyle categories, often items for the office or kitchen or just your home in general that sometimes make life a little bit more fun or make life a little bit easier. I am, of course, speaking of Breo Box, which always comes in their patent pending or patented box, which has this cool clamshell design. So I do think it's pretty cool. They have gone from, once upon a time, I think they actually sent things in a wooden crate, which is definitely kind of a cool look, but not necessarily the most sustainable thing to do from a cost perspective, but also what would you do with a bunch of crates? We also used to get some really nice magnetic closure boxes, which to this day I use as storage boxes, but I appreciate this very eco-friendly option that they've gone with. Now this box is not sent to me for review, but they are kind enough to give me a nice discount on this quarterly subscription. It is normally $159 per quarter. I will leave an affiliate link as well as a code for you in the description box below. It is Noel15 and that will save you $15. Now they do often have all kinds of deals for subscribers in terms of shopping items in their shop. You can buy individual items from their shop. So if you've ever seen any of my past videos and brands that have been featured in Breo Box, we do see the repetition of some brands, different products from them, cross boxes. You can definitely check out their site, and I do try to post when they're doing something special over on the community tab for this channel, so just be alerted. Sometimes I do post different specials, but basically we usually get 5 to 8 products. Usually there's a little bit of a theme. It can kind of feel nice and seasonal, but we get, you know, home goods, lifestyle items. Sometimes there's like some fitness items in there. For spring, we might start to get some more kitchen-y items, gardening items. We'll just have to see. They do usually put out some spoilers, but I think I saw one of the spoilers, but I've been away for a little bit. So this is how this box kind of opens up, if you can see. So it's very much like this clamshell design, and the way they have it folded, they're like kind of double walled. So it's kind of a neat box. And then they always have like this big duster bag in there. You can kind of see though, my box is like started to rip over here the way it's constructed. This is the box that my husband always is like, this is the hardest box to break down, which is a good thing for shipping purposes. And then instead of having a bunch of like packing peanuts, they always just kind of bundle everything into this bag. Now the nature of this box is that usually all of the items come in their own boxes. So usually things are fairly protected. I'm just gonna pull everything out. I am seeing one box that does seem to have like popped open, so I won't show you, but you can see it kind of like popped open, so hopefully nothing fell out. But if it did, it would be captured in the bag. I think that is it. There's one big product in here that was taking up most of the room. So let me just put that off to the side. But then you have this little reusable bag. They're always kind of a odd shape, but they are nice purse duster bags if you have some bags that you're trying to store in your closet. So that's what I use them for sometimes. Now they don't have a product booklet anymore. It's kind of interesting to me that now I've been doing this long enough that I've sort of seen the evolution, of course, the demise of some other boxes, many that I miss quite a bit, but the evolution of things. People are always trying to be more efficient, more cost effective, more eco-friendly. So now we just get this product card with the QR code, and I have gone ahead and kind of taken a look at some of the salient points so I can share them with you. It says, make the most of every item. This box is packed with some seriously delicious yet feel-good kitchen life hacks, latest on-the-go gadgets, and organizational tricks to get you energized and on the move again. Get ready for some extra spring in your step. Ta-da! So yes, it is a patent-pending, unique, single-sided printing method, and of course their digital catalog. So this is what it says. Life hacks to energize you for spring. I'm always looking at, you know, the way they are laying out the headers and subheaders and all that kind of stuff. So design perspective, it's one of those things that I look at all the time now as a copy editor. All right, so this is again the Breo Box for spring 2024. So sort of the big item that was highlighted, I believe, in the spoilers, I did kind of see it while I was in my travels, is also the biggest item in the box. It is huge. Can you guess what this is? Do you know what this is? I don't know how much I'll open it up. The MSRP on this baby is more than the cost of the whole box. It is $169. It's from a company called Nutra, N-U-T-R. So it says, make clean and nutritious dairy-free milks, creamers, lattes, and smoothies, and more with the Nutra Machine. The product is matte black and rose gold. All right, guys, rose gold, which is just a fancy way of saying metallic pink. So it's going to look pretty glam, though, if you have it out on your counter. I actually, personally, I don't necessarily have a lactose intolerance. I mean, obviously, if I overdo it on the ice cream, I notice. But I really like nut milks. I like oat milk, too. But almond milks, cashew milks, like, I like all of them. So I've always wanted to get a Vitamix so I can make my own nut milks. But it looks like I might be able to do it with this. So it says healthier, better tasting, more sustainable living. We weren't nut milk people, but now we are. We weren't nuts, but now we are. Nutra Machine offers an easy and seriously delicious way of making fresh, creamy, nut, and plant-based milks at home with a touch of a button. I'm trying to figure out how to open the box. It says a variety of plant-based options. Nutra's powerful stainless steel blades, yes, let you make rich and creamy fresh milk from almonds, cashews, oats. Ooh, so I can make oat milk. Doesn't have to be it doesn't necessarily have to be nuts. Soy, rice, flaxseed, hemp, macadamia, ooh, I bet that's good. Coconut, walnut, and much more. You can make iced and hot beverages, changing the way we milk. They are just changing the game. So let's see, it says 3 temperature settings, room temperature for oat and chilled milks. So warm is 140 degrees for warm beverages and creamers. Hot is 212 degrees for boiling soy or rice milks for safe consumption. That's great. And then of course, plus use as an electric tea kettle with a water boil feature. So this is, I finally figured out how to open the box, you guys. So if you get this, this is how it opens. Thank you for your purchase. Your order has contributed to reforestation efforts and a tree will be planted in your honor. We like to hear that. Quite an extensive booklet telling you how to, the features, the settings, recipes. Ooh, I like that. So we've got recipes for plant milk basics. I love oat milk. And then I have so you just use 2 tablespoons of quick oats, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, honey, a pitted date, or your preferred sweetener, optional, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, also optional, a pinch of salt, and a cup of water. So really, you could do it without the sweetener and vanilla. So it would just be the quick oats, pinch of salt, cup of water, add all the ingredients to the Nutra Machine, and run the room temperature settings, strain and enjoy your homemade oat milk. Oat milk may separate slightly as it sits, so simply stir it back together. I love oat milk. Almond milk, I do think adding a little bit of vanilla extract is nice. Cashew creamer, you guys. Oh my gosh. This sounds awesome. I love that it's all in one, too, and I don't have to transfer it from, you know, the Vitamix or whatever high-speed blender you have to then a nut sort of strainer, those bags that you get. So it just has your more traditional plug. We always have plugs, but hey, you guys, it's not a rechargeable battery. It's an actual plug. Let's see what else we've got in here. Looks like a spoon. We've got a nice little scoop spoon. And then I'm trying to see what the actual Nutra Machine looks like. Woo! It's really in there. I mean, they make this look super fancy, don't they? I love that this is not huge. And it does look pretty slick with the rose gold. So as someone who has very limited kitchen space, here's where it plugs in. Here's all the speeds. So this is what you use to start, cancel, menu, delay. We've got like all of the settings. There is a little screen here for everything. So I'll have to do some investigation on how it works. It looks like it's just a little dusty on the top. Let me just go ahead and, I'm sure they've got lots of information as well on their website for additional recipes. This is what it looks like. It's glass on the top. And then let's see, do you spin this or flip it up? I'm not sure. I think you unlock it. Let's see, unlock, and then yes. So I had to spin this little tab so that I could open it up, and it has a nice vacuum seal there. Just a little piece of cardboard. Here is a strainer, right? So you put everything in there, and then it looks like you just turn it on, and Yes, there are the blades down in there. So this is kind of cool. It's like a blend jet, but for nut milks. This is awesome. I'm stoked on this. I thought it was going to be something that I would never use because it would be like big and bulky and ugly. But if it's really that easy where I can just put some like oats in there, it's also really cool because that's an easier thing to keep on hand, right? You can have your oats or you can have your almonds or whatever you want, and those are like dry goods, so you can just have those. I'm not someone who uses a lot of milk or creamer, but every once in a while I'll get a hankering or I'll need something for a recipe. So to be able to just throw a handful of cashews or almonds or oats in there and be able to make milk, not have to like look at the expiration date and be like, oh, I bought that like way too long ago to definitely imbibe. I think that's cool. I don't have a ton of space in my kitchen to store this box, but it is still pretty small. So if you do have a little bit more storage space in your kitchen and you don't want it out all the time, it's pretty nice. It's a nice storage box. All right, I'm into that. They did have some information. Oh, self-cleaning option will save you a lot of prep and cleanup. So basically, you probably, I'm guessing, I don't know, I didn't read it. You just go ahead and probably put some soap in there and blend it up and get rid of it. So rinse it out. Super easy. I love that. Pretty good, you guys, and really good value on this box already. So I'm guessing the other items will be a little bit smaller. That's fine. We have a smart card from KeySmart. So let's see, it says, get peace of mind of never losing your essentials again. Smart card gives you easy tracking and left behind notifications via Apple's Find My app. Put it in your wallet, bag, laptop, luggage, car, jacket, and will never leave an item behind. So it sounds like an AirTag, but in card form to me. Works with the Apple Find My app. Let's see. So it sounds like it does not necessarily work with Android phones because they have not mentioned it. It says lost mode. If your key card goes missing, you'll see the last known location on a map. The lost mode will show you a message and contact information to anyone who finds your card. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm trying to figure this out. Packed with awesome tech. Very like, kind of has that Apple branding, right, with that simple thing. Everything's got cool packaging. Look at, this looks like one of those fancy black cards, like a credit card. So it's got a little loop if you want to put it on something. But I do like, see, there's the little like Bluetooth technology sign symbol on the back. But yeah, you could definitely put that into a wallet if that's important to you or something else. You can see it's pretty thin. Or maybe like your day planner or something. If you're someone who like constantly is leaving your day planner in places, you could tuck that into the pocket. I know, like there are people like me who are hybrid, who use their phones a lot, but also use paper day planners. So that's pretty cool. And I like that it will show a message and contact information. I'm not sure how it does that. If something like lights up on the screen to show a message, that's pretty cool. Says easy tracking and notification featuring an ultra slim design, IPX7 waterproof rating, that's cool, wireless charging, also cool, and 5 months of battery life. I wonder if you can replace the battery. So wireless charging is always nice. I need to get a few more batteries myself. So it says it will play a sound to find your card hiding nearby. That's awesome. Get notified when you're leaving your card. It's great for ID badges because it's got that little link. So for those of you who work in healthcare or work somewhere where you have an ID badge, that does seem cool. Let's say 1 year limited warranty. I am interested, but it doesn't look like there's a place for you to replace it with a disc battery. So you might be replacing that a lot. It has a value of $39.99. So yeah, for me, that seems like a lot to buy a lot of them, to keep buying them. But if you're someone who loses things, I'm sure that that $40 for 5 months of peace of mind of not losing your badge might be worth it. All right, we also have, this is the one that opened up on the bottom, but I think we're okay. It's a Pop-It jar lid remover. I have always needed one of these. This has an MSRP of $15.99. Coolest little gadget to stop wasting time with even the most stubborn jar lids. This thing won us over on first try. Conventional jar openers are designed to increase grip and force lids open with brute strength. Pop-It does it by creating a tiny pin-sized hole in the lid, which removes the problem rather than trying to overpower it. Is it over-engineered? Perhaps, but it works like a charm. It looks just like a little cover. It says, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Ensure poppet is in the unlocked position. Place in the center of jar lid. Press until fully compressed, and then remove the poppet. You should hear a pop sound, and then you should easily be able to remove the jar lid. Interesting. So right now it's locked. I unlocked it. I'm not sure if like a pin. Oh, yes. You can see there's a little pin. Maybe you guys can see it. There's a little pin that comes out. But then I wonder if you can still use your jar. So it says the outside of the box design, which doesn't rely on grip or force leverage, comes from those British boffins at Pro 4 UK. So if it puts a prick in the top, then is your jar going to be safe when you close it back up? Maybe it's such a small hole that when you pull it back out, the metal or the plastic of the lid just closes back up. I'm not really sure. If you're opening like a pickle jar, though, everything's pickled, so you're probably fine. But I would be curious, because somehow that seems interesting to me, to put a hole in your lid. I get the idea and the science of it and how you're able to then open it, but I don't know if you would want to do that with things that you want to reseal with that same lid. All right, we have a couple more items. This is something that I showed as soon as I saw it. I showed it to my team that I work with because this will be great for working sessions. It doesn't look like much, but it's from Rocketbook. They're Rocketbook beacons. So basically they're these little corners. Let me see if I can open this up. $15.99 is the MSRP. Now I will say that when I was looking up a little bit of information about it, I did see it for slightly less on some another retail site, but I think it's kind of cool to support Breo Box and Rocketbook on their own. So it says, whiteboard game changer. With Rocketbook's beacons, you can capture, organize, and even broadcast your whiteboard notes. Never worry about erasing important information or taking pictures of your notes that you'll only struggle to read later. I love that. It literally turns your old whiteboard into a smart board. Works on any writing surface, so it doesn't have to be a whiteboard. It could be like a good old-fashioned chalkboard. I'm just trying to get this open, you guys, and it just does not want to open at all. So I think it says first place the 4 beacon quadra triangles in each corner of a whiteboard or your preferred writing area. Do your best to make it straight, but don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. It digitizes your notes with each scan. You use the free Rocketbook app to scan and upload your scan files to a cloud surface. It says could surface, but I think they mean cloud service, or just good old email. And then you can turn it into Snapcast mode, which I think is awesome. Share the unique URL with anyone. So this is what it looks like so far. Your private real-time page is updated with each scan of your whiteboard. That is so cool. It says it's really handy for group projects or shared family lists. You can reuse it over and over. Easily peel the beacons off of your whiteboard. Beacons that have space-age microsuction surface can even be cleaned of space dust with soap and water, and it will remain sticky and last a long time. So this is like the case. I'm trying to see how it opens because I do think we will want to use this in our next working session. So this is just a little carrying case, and then these are your corners. So they're just bright orange. Like, you would not seen how bright orange they are. They are bright orange. And this is the sticky surface. You can reuse them. There's just the 4 corners, and basically that creates your surface. But the fact that you can digitize instead of just taking pictures and then trying to recreate it in your graphic design app or just in your Word document, like what I usually try to do, but you can also Snapcast and share the URL with anyone. So it's not just a file, but you can actually send it to someone as a URL. Is really cool. You guys, I think this is awesome. And look how small it is. You can just put this in your laptop bag and take it to your next meeting. And then when you are tagged to be the whiteboard person, you're like, yeah, but I wanted to take notes on my computer. You can be like, you know what, I'm just going to slap these on. And then it's constantly going to be scanning and taking note of what is in there. That's so cool. You just have to have the app downloaded. So it's pretty awesome, you guys. This has a value of $15.99, like I said, but definitely a cool product. Even I work for a tech company, and even the tech guys were kind of like, that's really cool. I don't understand how that works, how it goes across, you know, because it's going to stick on that flat surface and somehow it scans this way. Like, I don't know how it triangulates to take a picture and scan from a flat surface. I'm very confused, but it seems really cool and worth a try. We have one more item. This is for the travel lovers. This is the Globo Charge 12 watt, value of $19.99. You guys, I'll try to put in the bottom the overall value of this box, but it is pretty impressive with our nut milk creator or non-dairy creator. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this open, you guys. It says the one and only travel adapter you'll ever need. We love consolidating devices, and this one is the king of travel adapters, perfect for charging phones, watches, cameras, and headphones. Charges devices in over 200 countries. The sliding adaptive plug lets you usually charge up to, oh yeah, it says US, Europe, UK, and Australia. Charges 5 devices at once because you've got these 4 USB-A ports, plus 1 universal outlet for laptops and larger electronics. Fast charging enabled with 1 device at a time. And then of course you have all of these little guys that will punch out the different plugs for different countries. So I have a universal adapter like this, but the one that I have definitely does not have 4 USB ports. So now you just have to have all of the right cables, you know, your USB to USB-C and your lightning cables and all the different things. So it says USB-A ports, but they look like, yeah, your regular USB-A ports right here. So that is definitely cool. It's a pretty good sized block, but it does look like it is going to cover a lot of countries. And I always just think that's a really smart design, how you just slide the pieces out. Sometimes you have to kind of figure out where they're going to slide out so you don't get poked. But cool item. And again, value of $19.99. That is right on par with how much these usually are. So guys, let me know in the comments below. This was honestly a really good Breo box. Sometimes there's items where I'm like, I am never ever going to use that. I think the rocket book beacons are very cool. I wouldn't use it in my personal life, but I will definitely use it in my work life. The jar lid remover, definitely cool. I'll have to see the issues that there might be with piercing the lids. But the plant milk machine, you guys, I think I might be sold on it if it winds up being pretty easy to use. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite item was. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in my next unboxing.